What's good, guys? Prince Sports here. Now, I'm hearing reports that Anthony Davis may be on the trading block at the end of this season. If that is true, wow, this is like 50-50 for me. This has a lot of questions that need to be answered, and it's worth getting into. So let me start off with this. Anthony Davis' value to the Los Angeles Lakers is huge. Without him, you don't win a championship. The guy was your best offensive player and your best defensive player during the year that you won a championship. Without him, you do not win a championship. I told you, offense and defense are the most critical aspects of winning basketball games and being the best player on your team. Okay? And Anthony Davis was both. Okay? If Anthony Davis wasn't there, it's questionable that you probably wouldn't have got past the Houston Rockets. You know? So he was that dude that gave the Los Angeles Lakers a title. He was the main reason why they won the title, okay? LeBron James, he got finals MVP, but the game was already blown out proportion. He was in there just stat padding, getting his extra numbers to put the cherry on top to get that finals MVP. Not saying he didn't play bad. You know, he didn't play bad at all. It's just the fact that Anthony Davis was the main reason why they was winning. He was the most effective defensive player and the most effective offensive player, period. Okay, so with that being said, that's a guy that Los Angeles Lakers want to trade? Are you serious? You want to trade Anthony Davis and get rid of him? Question is, what are you getting back for him? Okay, if you're getting back a bunch of role players, that's not worth Anthony Davis' value. If you're getting a bunch of young players back, then that means you're rebuilding, period. Because there's no way LeBron James will want to be playing with a bunch of young players. That means he may be on the move. So if you're trading Anthony Davis, LeBron James got to be on the move. If LeBron James is on the move, then Russell Westbrook will be looking to clean house too. There's no way you be going to keep this roster the way it is next season if you trade in Anthony Davis. Okay, I know he's injury prone and his availability is the issue, but the value that he brings to a team is still top 5 superstar material, and that's exactly what he is. Okay, rather you think he's a number 1 or a number 2, proven as a number 1, he got his team to the playoffs, okay, in a much loaded, tough Western Conference, okay, while being on a non-championship contending team. That's the best you could do when you're playing on a non-title contender. Okay, it's not like he was on a title contender, okay? But the minute he got on a title contender, a full healthy season, they won a championship. So everything is right there in it for you, you know? The minute he got on a team that's worthy enough of winning, they won a championship. So I let that do the talking for itself, regardless of the circumstances, okay? Now, if the Lakers could go on and win a championship and make history, become the only 8th seed in NBA history to win a championship, I'd not only be impressed with that, I depending on who's the most effective player on the court, I'd be probably just impressed with the whole team if they could do something like that. If they could come together, put their stat padding aside, their personal issues aside, and just look for the common denominator just to win, shit. I give them full credit, you know? But that will also answer the question for me, were they really an 8th seed? If they come back and win the championship, there's no way in hell that they're a real 8th seed to me. That means they were underachieving during the regular season. And they are. Because you can't look at that team and say that team is supposed to be where they're at. You didn't even look at that team and say they was going to be where they're at before they even got started. Neither did LeBron. LeBron thought it was going to be like a top seed in the team. A top seeded team in the league, excuse me. So there's no way that they should be having this record, period. You know, even without Anthony Davis playing, they still had enough to become a playoff contending team, you know. And listen, man, Anthony Davis leaves, you better be prepared to see a lot of other people leave, because there's no way you're going to get equal value for Anthony Davis. Who you going to trade him for? Really, who you going to trade him for? Unless you get like an Embiid, you could pull off a miracle like that. You know, a Kevin Durant worthy style player, a Giannis, what ain't going to happen. Who you getting for him? So you trading Anthony Davis just means you're rebuilding and restarting over again. Prince Sports out. Peace.